Tonight, lows level off around 68. Get weather anytime by calling 824-6101 or online at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Currently, it's 69 degrees.
WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Time now for your expanded local news. I'm Reed Kamai. A man is in custody after leading Pana police on a brief foot pursuit Monday morning. According to the Pana Police Department, officers were notified around 11:44 by Christian County Probation that a recently released individual had tampered with and was believed to have removed his electronic monitoring device. Police attempted to locate the suspect at a residence on South Poplar Street, but the man fled on foot through several yards before officers contained the search to a portion of South Maple Street. Authorities say the suspect entered an unoccupied home at 712 South Maple Street. Officers with authorization to enter the residence found the man hiding on the second floor and took him into custody without incident at approximately 1:05. The electronic monitoring device was not located and no one else was inside the home. The 31-year-old suspect was evaluated by emergency medical personnel due to the extreme heat inside the residence after refusing to answer questions about his condition. He was transported to Pana Community Hospital for further evaluation. Police say there is no ongoing threat to the public and the area has been secured. The investigation remains ongoing. A potential junior high track co-op and a high school cell phone policy are among the agenda items for tonight's monthly meeting for the Taylorville School Board. As always, it will take place at 6 in the school district's boardroom at 1100 North Sportsman Drive next to the high school. Regarding track, the board is expected to vote on whether to approve a co-op with Vision Way Christian School. This would allow students from both schools to compete on a unified team. The board is also expected to vote on a universal cell phone plan policy for Taylorville High School. There was also a planned vote regarding facility usage by the Christian County Board. The county's board has previously used the high school's cafeteria as a meeting location due to a large number of attendees planning to offer public comment. The board will potentially go into executive session for matters involving litigation. There is a planned vote after the session for an agreement approval. Other notable agenda items include addressing 12 FOIA requests, a vote on a bond package, a vote on spending for vans to transport students, which would result in total expenses of $51,338, and interfund transfers. As is customary before new business, the board will hear public comment, review and approve claims, and hear the treasurer's report. Superintendent Brandy Bruley will present her report before the aforementioned executive session. Stay tuned for updates after the meeting. The Taylorville Food Pantry has received grant money from a variety of sources. The most recent one is a $5,000 grant from Ameren in response to the food pantry's use of the energy provider's new programs. For a community resource with no payroll, the funding is instrumental to their work in providing for neighbors in need. Amy Hagan, one of the food pantry's co-coordinators, says their recent installment of solar panels gave way to the Ameren grant.
Well, I guess one of the more recent grants that we found out we were going to receive was from Ameren. And, they're obviously doing a lot in Taylorville this year. They've earmarked our community as a beneficiary of a number of their programs. When they caught wind of what we were doing and who we were serving, they reached out to us and said, hey, would you be a partner and make sure that the neighbors that you're serving know about some of the energy efficiency programs that we're trying to promote in the community? And in so doing, we would like to, I guess, reward you with a grant. We believe it'll be $5,000, I think.
The location is also eligible for several federal and state tax credits as a nonprofit organization. Hagan says these incentives funded a large percentage of the solar panel project.
But as far as incentives go, because we are a non-for-profit organization, we were able to take advantage of a federal tax credit. There's an additional tax credit we're eligible for because the panels were of domestic content. They call it fiat compliant. And the fact that we're in an old, impoverished, once coal mining town, we're eligible for yet an additional tax credit. There's the Illinois SREC incentive, the Illinois Shines program, which many people have heard about. And then the Ameren folks, yet again, it's like Ameren 20-minute hour here, but the Ameren folks did a smart solar rebate for us as well that we were able to tap into. So all in all, I think Pam said that the entire offset with grants and tax credits will be close to 80%.
The food pantry could soon receive 2 other grants. One of them is earmarked specifically for purchasing food.
You know, I'm always delighted by the number of people who are thinking about us. And so a lot of times whenever there's a grant opportunity that they run into, they will make us aware of it and say, hey, you guys really should apply for this grant, which usually lands on my desk. I've got a couple right now that I'm working through. One is with the Community Foundation of the Land of Lincoln. It's a community grant program that we're eligible for. And the other one is a hunger relief grant through the Illinois State Treasurer's Office. So those are a couple of projects that I'm working on in order to meet the deadlines for each of those. And they could be, again, fairly significant programs. One I know has to be used for food, purchase of food. And the other one, it doesn't have stipulations to it. The one with the Community Foundation, we can use as we need to.
Separate from grants, the Taylorville Food Pantry is encouraging fruit and vegetable gardeners in the community to donate extra crop. Pam Moses, another co-coordinator, says the food pantry can typically make such donations available to visitors in need in a quick turnaround.
We've been encouraging this for a number of years at this point. We've got a lot of local gardeners out there who plant more than they need individually, and they're always looking for an outlet for that. And we raise our hand and say, bring it on down, whether it's tomatoes or cucumbers or peppers or green beans or whatever, zucchini, whatever it may be, we'll take it all. The local Community Garden and Emerald Gardens, they bring stuff over as well that they harvest, that they share. They bring it into the food pantry and multiple times a week. And yeah, we've got some people that just remember us, which we truly appreciate. So if you've got extra and your tomato plants or your zucchini plants or whatever are going crazy, bring it on down to the food pantry. We'll get it out same day.
The food pantry also recently hosted a local daycare for a tour. The co-coordinators have since encouraged the participants to volunteer.
Last week, we had the kids from Lighthouse come, and they were generous enough to have made a donation of some food that they brought along with us. We entertained them for an hour and a half, if you can believe it. We took them on an adventure of what it's like to be a volunteer shopper at the Taylorville Food Pantry, as well as they helped us stock their donation on our shelves. So it was a great time. We appreciate them thinking of us and happy to give them a tour. We challenged them to be a volunteer, actually. I said, I want at least one of you to come back with a parent, grandparent, friend, family member, and come and give some time here. So there were a lot of hands raised, and I'm hoping to see them back again.
The Taylorville Food Pantry is located at 1429 East Main Cross. They are open Tuesdays from 8:30 to 10 in the morning, Thursdays from 5:30 to 7 in the evening, and Saturdays from 8:30 to 9:30 in the morning. More information is available at TaylorvilleFoodPantry.com or by calling them at 217-820-2651. Amy Haken and Pam Moses appeared as guests on the WTIM Morning Show.
Redbird fans, this one's for you. Sunday, July 26th, the Cards take on the Reds, and kids 12 and under can get a one-of-a-kind Redbird hat. It's colorful, fun, and perfect for cheering on the Redbirds. Plus, it's Kids Sunday with Team Redbird. Music, games, and lots of fun in Ford Plaza. Grab your family and come have some fun at the ballpark. Get your tickets now at cardinals.com/promotions.
This is JJ Weatherholt. See you at Busch Stadium.
A Shelbyville native is taking the next step towards living out a childhood dream. Ty Brackbill has been selected by the San Diego Padres in the 14th round of the 2026 Major League Baseball draft, earning an opportunity to begin his professional baseball career. Brackbill was chosen with the 425th overall pick after pitching at High Point University, where he struck out 81 batters in just over 90 innings during the 2026 season. While being drafted does not guarantee a spot in the major leagues, it represents one of the highest honors a baseball player can achieve. Each year, thousands of college and high school players hope to hear their name called during the MLB draft, but only a select few earn that opportunity. For the Shelbyville community, Brackbill's selection is a moment of hometown pride. Local athletes often dream of competing at the highest level, and his journey from Central Illinois to professional baseball serves as an inspiration to young players throughout the region. The San Diego Padres selected Brackbill on the second day of the draft as part of their 2026 draft class. He now begins the next chapter of his baseball career in the Padres minor league system as he works toward the ultimate goal of reaching Major League Baseball. For many in Taylorville, McDonald's has been more than just a place to grab a meal. It's been a first job, a gathering place, and a community landmark, thanks in large part to the leadership of Marty and Donna Davis. A longtime Taylorville business couple is being recognized for decades of dedication to their employees, customers, and the community. Marty and Donna Davis, longtime owner-operators of the Taylorville McDonald's restaurant, are retiring after 67 years of service with McDonald's. A farewell celebration is planned for tomorrow from 1 to 5 at the Taylorville McDonald's. Community members, customers, and former employees are invited to stop by, share memories, and wish the couple well as they begin their next chapter. In a message announcing the decision, the McDonald's management team, crew, and office thanked Marty and Donna for their years of leadership and dedication, saying the couple has shown care and concern for their employees and has been instrumental in the communities where they have operated. The farewell event will also serve as an opportunity for those who have crossed paths with the Davises over the years to share stories and celebrate the impact they have made throughout the community. Again, the public is invited to join Marty and Donna Davis at Taylorville McDonald's tomorrow from 1 to 5 for their retirement celebration. Loving Arms Pregnancy Center is in what it calls a season of strengthening. The Taylorville and Pana-based ministry provides support to new parents and parents-to-be through mentoring, resources, classes, and more. While details are sparse, they are looking to expand their mission to better reach the community members who can most benefit from their services. The season comes on the back of Executive Director Kathy Coker's 20th anniversary with Loving Arms. She says cultural changes and trends in families' ongoing use of the ministry's resources are factors in their evolution.
As you mentioned, I've been there now 20 years and looking towards retirement at some point soon. And part of that is we're in a season of strengthening. The landscape also is changing in our culture. Families also are staying with us longer, as I mentioned, up to 2 years of age with their youngest child. Our mission is expanding, and we have several initiatives in the pipeline that will make our foundation stronger for the future and more stable for the years to come. I can't share details right now, but I can tell you this: they are answers to prayer, and they will strengthen this ministry for decades, and they will help us reach women who need us the most.
Coker adds that Loving Arms will require investment financially and in terms of volunteers and staffing to thrive amid its changes.
Well, strengthening requires investment in volunteers and leadership and staffing and in financial support. If anyone of the listeners have ever wondered how to make a difference in the life of a woman or family, this is the moment. We need people who want to be a part of building something that will outlast all of us. That we need volunteers, we need board members, we need prayer partners, and we need financial partners because we're growing deeper and stronger. So we're excited about that. And again, I can't say a whole lot right now, but just know that there will be more information coming. So there's a teaser.
In the meantime, Loving Arms Pregnancy Center is promoting its many educational resources for visitors. These courses, along with their other services, are free.
And this is just a smattering. This is not all. And just for our listeners, just to give a few of the categories, we have pregnancy essentials, pregnancy options, pregnancy milestones. And these are just summaries. I mean, these are just categories. Labor delivery in first weeks, first year, toddler, parenting, one heart, two homes is talking about relationships in that regard, life skills, special circumstances we also have in there as well, love, relationships, and sexual wholeness, whole person design, biology with purpose, positive partnerships, and also fatherhood classes, being a father, what it takes to be a good dad. And they can take these classes, by the way, online at home, in the privacy of their own home. All of our services are totally free. And what they do then is we schedule an appointment for them to come in and discuss it with our client advocate.
While many of their courses are meant for the time frame from pregnancy to the child turning 2, others can benefit parents of a child at any age.
Sometimes our parents have older children.
Okay.
And I can't remember. Well, in fact, I just flew out this last week to see my daughter in Oregon, and in the airport, there was a lady that I sat next to, and her children were with her. One was 16, the other was like 14, and then she had a 5-year-old.
Yep.
So sometimes we have those surprise babies, and she said that her latter child was a surprise baby, but I'm sure well loved. And so we have clients like that. And in fact, our average age of our client is, and always has been, 24. For some reason, I'm not sure why, that has not changed. But we also, which means we have any time through the childbearing years, which can be 40s something, all the way down into the teens, So, yeah, that's why we have this smattering. We may have somebody who has trouble with their teenager at the time. And, how do I relate with, that kind of thing, or toddlers, siblings, sibling rivalry, that kind of thing.
More information on Loving Arms Pregnancy Center is available at lovingarmsillinois.com. Kathy Coker appeared as a guest on the WTIM Morning Show. Promoting agriculture in Cook County is a big deal for Blake Lanphier, this year's Illinois Farm Bureau Young Leader Excellence in Agriculture Award winner. Lanphier will be honored at the Illinois Farm Bureau annual meeting in Chicago in December, and then represent IFB at the American Farm Bureau Federation annual convention in Charlotte in January. Now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. 81-year-old William Thomas Tom Belgant of Taylorville died last Tuesday. Cremation rights have been accorded, and a private graveside service will take place at a later date at Oak Hill Cemetery. Arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Taylorville. 79-year-old Richard Jenkins of Taylorville died June 1st. A celebration of life took place on Sunday at Lake Villa Township Park in Lake Villa. 88-year-old Janet Jones of Assumption died last Thursday. Visitation is today from 11 till noon at Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. A brief eulogy will immediately follow. Burial will be at Oak Hill Cemetery. Arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. And 90-year-old Marilyn Y. Fisher of Maryville, Tennessee, formerly of Mount Auburn and Taylorville, died on Monday, July 6th. Visitation is today from 5 till 7 at McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. The funeral service will take place tomorrow at 11, also at McClure Funeral Home. Burial will be at Mount Auburn Cemetery. Arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. Get local news anytime at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com and every hour as well, right here